2 months.
Okay, 2 months. It's like
3 months.
September, August or September birthday.
September 28th, I believe.
28th. Henry, my good friend is September 29th. September 29th. Yeah. So you guys are very close.
How old? How old?
How old is who?
That person.
Oh, Doug is 50. He will be 57 years old. So now he's 56. Yeah, my good friend Doug.
Hello.
Yeah.
56 years old. Fiona, thank you for coming. And Deanna and David, we have 3 people join. Hey, Deanna. Hey, Fiona. Hey, David. How are you guys? Deanna, how are you? Henry's mad trick. Oh, look. Fiona. And
Skip.
are your microphones okay? Deanna, say hello.
Skip.
Deanna.
No.
Oh, no, Deanna's having problems with microphone. Fiona, are you?
Yes, I'm here.
How are you, Fiona?
I'm really good.
Great homework. I really enjoyed your response. Nice. It was a difficult topic for some students, but that's okay. We'll review it again. This idea of individualism. Hey, can I show you guys something what I mean by individualism? When I went to high school, there was this one boy, and he joined our high school in the 3rd year. American high school is 4 years. So in our 3rd year, one day I was walking down the hall and I saw this boy and I said, oh my gosh, what is that? That's crazy. So this was like extreme individualism. He had this haircut and he had earrings. Yeah, it was kind of scary, right? And his name was Jim and his friend David from California. 2 guys came from California and they dressed like this and they scared the teachers. So this is what I meant by like extreme individualism, right? Sometimes it can have a strange influence. So we have to think about that. So for today's lesson, I'm going to show you, we're going to talk about part 3. We did role models, we did individual versus teamwork. And then today we're going to do peer influences. Christina, do you see peer influences? Is that difficult, Vietnamese?
Ảnh hưởng ngang hàng.
Yeah, do you know that expression, peer influences? No, it's when your classmates influence your behavior for good stuff or bad stuff. What kind of influence do your classmates have? It's called peer influence. Fiona, do you know this peer influence word?
Yes, I do. It's like peer pressure, right? Peer pressure that your friends say the good day or better than you, and it makes reports on you.
Yeah. So you can change your behavior because of the things your friends say about you, but it also could be the way your friends dress. So before I showed you this crazy picture of the guy with the mohawk haircut, and because he came to our school, his friend came looking like this, all these students started to dress like this, leather jackets with studs and earrings, and the teachers got really upset because they said this is a negative influence on the students. But the guy with the crazy hair, he went on to be a college professor, and he's a really good professor. His students love him. He's super intelligent. So his name is Jim Owens. He teaches in Massachusetts or New York. Okay, Jenny's joined us. Hey, Jenny. So you guys, before we start this, I want to listen to some of your responses on Yalo. We'll start with the first response to come in today was from Mr. Ben. Ben tackled the subject right away. Most impressive, Ben, with an argument arguing for the importance of individualism. David, would you like to, Ben, would you like to read it or shall I play the audio clip?
I can read it now.
Okay.
Mr. Brandon?
Yes, please.
You got my homework yet?
Yeah, I think I got it. I'll check. I promise. I'll check in just a sec. Okay, here's David reading. And this is David. This is what David wrote. Affirmative team. He supports the contention. So remember, one second. Ben supports the idea of individualism.
Huh? I mean, I didn't.
5, 6.
Okay, here we go. Here's Mr. Ben. Okay, ready, Ben?
Yeah.
It's our contention that individualism has, and I'll let you do it.
Oh, wait. The file is gonna lag you. Please give me a second.
You can just check the screen, the share screen, if you can read this.
I got it ready. Okay. It's our contention that individualism has an overwhelming amount of benefits compared to disadvantages that may come along. To start off, it encourages individuals to make their own choice and live according to their values and beliefs without undue interference. In addition, it promotes independence and responsibility as individuals learn to rely on their own abilities and judgment. Finally, individualism fosters a culture where personal ideas and creativity are valued, leading to innovation and diverse perspective. In conclusion, these benefits contribute to society where individuals can thrive based on their unique talent and aspiration, promoting overall progress and well-being.
Yeah. So interesting, Ben, you're in British Columbia, and that's the computer center of Canada. It's one of the richest provinces in Canada. And when you have computer people like Steve Jobs of Apple, he died about 15 years ago. And then you have Bill Gates of Microsoft, Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk. Those are like what are called entrepreneurs, you guys. They're powerful businessmen worth billions of dollars. And they don't really use teamwork. Entrepreneurs, they don't use teamwork. People have described them as too independent. They like to work only by themselves to get things done quickly. So, for example, do you guys know Instagram?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So Mark Zuckerberg bought that company for $1 billion, but he didn't ask anybody on his team to spend the money. He just contacted Instagram, and he said, I'm going to buy your company for $1 billion. And the Instagram were a bunch of young people, and they said, oh yeah, it's a great idea. We'll take the $1 billion. Thanks. We're instantly rich. And then Mark Zuckerberg's company members at Facebook said, please ask us before you do something crazy like spend $1 billion. But do you guys know that within 1 year, that company was worth $10 billion? So Mark Zuckerberg totally made it. Yeah, you know, he just made a great decision, but he didn't ask anybody. So that's extreme individualism, right? Teamwork would be like,
that's 1,000% profit.
Yeah, 1,000% profit. So for many years, Mark Zuckerberg has what's called the magic touch. He could do magic things, but he really is, you know, he's an example of a real individual guy, right? Hey, who just sent me this one? Says, my homework. Who is this? Somebody just sent me this homework. It says, who is this homework? I don't see it. Okay. William got double homework. William, let's listen to your homework because you have double homeworks.
Hello, teacher. My name is William, and now I will talk about the question you give in the homework. I think if we want the community renew and modern, everyone needs to work hard, and the student needs to study. If who's selfish, we don't give them, we don't help them anything. Do they know they be selfish and they don't selfish again? This is my opinion of the question you give in the homework.
All right, William.
Thank you for
good.
listening.
Bye bye, William. Hey, William. I think you said, oh, wait a second. There's Chinese music playing, you guys.
Where did that come from?
I was listening to soft music when I worked on your lesson today. All right.
Really?
Yeah, I really like soft Chinese music because it helps me focus and it makes my brain energy better. I know it sounds crazy. All right, you guys, those who are selfish don't help anybody with anything, I think is what William was saying. They will be selfish and stay selfish. Is that okay, William, as a summary or in conclusion?
No.
No, change it then. What would you like to say?
I want to say is if
who selfish. We don't give them and don't help them anything, so they know they selfish and they don't selfish again.
Okay. This is what William said. William said we don't really help the selfish person because William, they think they can do everything by themselves.
Yes.
Yeah. What about art class when you have a really good artist in your class? Like two boys were really good sketch artists. They could draw airplanes, but they were quiet boys and they would always criticize each other's work, but nobody could do as good a work as they could. One of them, Mark, is still my good friend. On Facebook, we send messages almost every day. Mark is a super intelligent guy. He's an engineer. And I remember he just liked to work by himself. But I wouldn't say he was selfish though, William. He just liked to work, you guys, work independently. So let me leave that phrase, work independently. Do you think the person who works independently is a selfish person?
No.
Okay. And that's more in line independently. Yeah. So Ben, why not? Why do you say that?
Because let's say one person can finish the work that 10% can do with the same amount of time or even quicker with, with better results.
Yeah.
Then I believe they should be paid higher, or they need to be valued more.
Okay. Ben, do you like to work on your own for certain school stuff?
Yeah, most of the time, yes. Even in groups, I would give everyone a task, and we would each finish it, and then we connect it together. If there's changes to be made, I can change it by myself. So everything can work out perfectly.
Are the team members kind of relying on you for too much support though, Ben? Like, oh, give it to Ben, he'll fix it.
That depends.
Yeah. See, I think this is a good topic for you. You guys understand it. Some people said it's too hard. What's this idea of the individual? And you guys just kind of understand it. That's what I told the director. I said, these guys can handle it. They're good. All right, let's get another response, you guys. That was Mr. William. Let's try Sophie. This was also really good. Sophie used this expression, synergy.
I think I prefer teamwork helping a country because it will enhance teamwork. First, the synergy teamwork allow everyone combine the strength and talent to achieve a common goal. This can lead to better results than if an individual were working alone. Each person can contribute a portion of their energy, ideas, and skill to get the job alone more efficiently. Second, a mutual support. In the teamwork environment, people tend to support and help each other. This not only creates a positive working environment, but also have disadvantages in society.
Nice work. We didn't get to the disadvantages, but if you see what Sophie, I put your words in a summary or conclusion here. Sophie, did you use the word synergy?
I sometimes use it, but not often.
Okay, because synergy, that's a really great word. Sophie, you have an amazing vocabulary. Bringing things together, it can be people or even systems are called synergy. It means synthetic energy as you bring things together to make something work. And it's a common goals are important too. It's true, I said, Sophie. So contribute a portion of their energy and skills to the common goal. Mutual support in teamwork environment, and it creates a positive working environment. Sophie, so I think you're arguing against like extreme individualism where, someone is like Mark Zuckerberg, you want total independence. It's better to work amongst your group members. I think that's what you're saying, but that's very good. Hey, Chloe joined us. Hey, Chloe, how are you? Ms. Chloe, how are you?
Good.
Chloe, what we're discussing is, when you do your schoolwork, Chloe, do you like to work by yourself or do you like to work with team members?
I like to work with team members.
Yeah, you have a nice personality. Do you guys get the work done faster when you work together?
Yes, we get the work done very, very fast.
Best
We
work.
like
Are you
takes 5 minutes to finish a work.
5 minutes? Oh, is that artwork or reading work or writing work? What kind of work?
Can be like writing work sometimes.
Yeah. All right. And the teacher's happy with it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, do you always stay on the same team, Chloe, or do you switch the members?
I stay on the same team every time.
Oh, so now, yeah.
I go with one person.
Oh, it's 2 people on a team.
So me and my friend.
So who's your friend?
My friend's name is Emma.
So you and Emma put your brains together and create like a super thinking student?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I like that, Chloe. I'm important. Yeah.
She does not even have to think, but she just copies my work.
Oh, she copies your work. All right, Chloe. I'm laughing. In today's lesson, I'll tell you about my group of 5 friends. I don't think I copied them, but I would just watch how fast they read, and I would try to be like them. So that's really important for today's lesson. Okay, thanks, Chloe. Hey, let's look at someone else's here. We did William and we did, Miss Fiona. This is nice work. I want you to listen to Fiona.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here to say thank you, and sadly, I have opposed the negation of negative team. However, it's my pleasure to advocate the problem of individualism in modern societies. For me, if people still insult the individualism into teamwork, and just totally not productive. If somebody is trying to do by themselves, by themselves and not paying attention on surroundings, he or she just tries to show their capital up and express their how really good they are. They are, but even though they're not. It means they look down respectfully on their members. And while you're in a team, you have to respect and understand whatever they request. Or they gonna talk behind your back that you're the member without manners. Yeah, it's gonna fat you up for a while. I always appreciate that individualism is a good idea for us. Like me, I usually behave like that, but I still stand on my point of view. If you wanna modernize the world to be the better place, just do whatever you would like. But do not do what by only yourself, or you're gonna burn out and explode your sweat.
Very nice.
Thank you for joining us.
All right, let's hope the Chinese music doesn't play. Okay, good. All right, I wrote kind of what Fiona was saying. Fiona, you can correct this if it doesn't sound right in the chat. She opposes the negation by the negative team. That's excellent. Fiona, did you try debating before?
Of course I haven't been before.
Oh, you're good, because this is exactly what you would say in a debate right there. We oppose the negation by the negative team. Nice.
Thank you.
You said something like people insult individualism, but I'm not sure. Some individuals think they're better than they actually are. On a team, the members understand requests. If the manners are bad, team members will let the person know. Is that okay, Fiona?
I don't think so.
Yeah, you can tell me again, because I don't think I got your argument right from the audio clip.
Okay.
Yeah, some parts I couldn't understand, but something about individualism in a group, like thinking they're better than they actually are. Is that right?
Yeah, yes, I think so.
Okay, so just the most important, you guys. I thought this was kind of cool. Fiona said, some individuals think they're better than they actually are. And that happens sometimes too. All right, let's listen to one more. I want to listen to Jenny. Jenny, let's hear what you had to say. Jenny's voice. If I can find it, Jenny. I just tapped on it and it disappeared. Jenny, is this one here maybe?
Hello everyone, I'm Jenny, and today I will support the affirmative team. So I personally firmly believe that working in a team is way more better than it being overly individualism. The reason why I support the affirmative team is because, first, everyone is an expert in their own field. So instead of trying to handle everything by your own, give it to the person that is good at it, and you can also learn from them and trying to improve yourself. Second, when you work as a team, you can meet new people with new personality, and it would develop your adaptable ability, and maybe you can have friends. Thanks for listening.
Nice work. All right, I'm just kind of typing quickly. So Jenny, if I didn't get it 100% right, I'm just typing as I listen. You said teamwork is way more better. That's like really cool way to phrase it. You wrote, experts on a team can give responsibilities to others who are just as good at it. I guess, if that's okay, Jenny. In teamwork, you can meet new people and make friendships. Now, this is interesting because I used Microsoft and Apple computers. Those guys, Steve Jobs and Bill Gates, they did make some really strong friendships with people who are geniuses, like Steve Wozniak of Apple computers. And Bill Gates had this one guy, his brain was like a computer. And all the people who met them said, these guys are unbelievable geniuses. So they did work well together, like you said, Jenny. They did make a good team, even though each of them were individual geniuses. So this is, it's a difficult problem to discuss. All right, so number 3, today's topic, we did role models, we did teamwork versus the individual, but now we're going to add to this peer pressure, which I already showed you, and I need some people to read for me. So I'm going to ask, let's start with Mr. Momo. Do you like to read?
Yes.
All right, Momo, remember you're a good reader too. All right, Momo. Can you start with all of this?
Oh my God.
I will introduce the third topic to go along with these other two. This is the idea of peer influences. Some of you already understand this because I heard some responses in your debate presentations where this because I heard some of your response in where you use some kinds of ideas of peer influences. The argument to peer influences is some behavior among you and your classmates are influenced by members of your age group. Some see this is a good influence, a positive affirmative team responses because some of your peers can inspire you, motivate you to try harder. This is how I became a better student in primary school because I was good friends with about 5 boys and 5 girls who were good students. I followed their study habits in the classroom and became a better student. By the way, my good friend Carrie inspired me to write better and we're still friends many years later.
Yeah, Carrie and I send each other jokes on Facebook. I don't think I ever told Carrie that she inspired me to be a better writer because she was a really good writer. Okay, and so that word inspire you or motivate is this one here. And I put that in Vietnamese for you because that's kind of important. Hey, Sky, how are you? In Ho Chi Minh City. Hey, Sky. Yeah. Ski or Sky? Sky. Yeah. Ski.
Me?
Is it? Yeah. Are you Ski or Sky?
It's Sky. It's not
Sky
Ski.
Is a beautiful name. I'm sorry. Because I have a friend from Sweden, and Sky, he says, my name is Skia, and he says Skia. And so I thought your name was Skia, because, maybe some students lived in Sweden or Norway, right? Sky, can you read this one here that says, however?
Read.
Yeah, is that okay?
However, there can be also be a bad behavior from
Peer.
from peer influences. For example, there were 2 or 3 bad boys in primary school, and maybe they were bad because they had family problems. Their behavior became much worse in secondary school, and this was sad to see. The secondary teachers became very angry with them, and they were frequently sent to see the dean of students. One bad boy continued to be bad, and he had to leave secondary his 3rd year. He was definitely a bad peer influence because some other teenagers would join him in doing bad things such as stealing and telling mean secrets about others.
Yeah. And then I put this Vietnamese word. I forgot what this means, what it translates to. Ben, what is the red Vietnamese? What is that in English?
I can't. I know how to read this, but I don't think I can translate it.
Jenny, can you help us, or Sky, or anybody? What does that? I just put that from Google, but I forgot what I was translating.
I think it's homeroom.
Homeroom?
I think it's a homeroom teacher. I think I'm gonna use.
Is it this guy, the dean of students? It's like a homeroom teacher.
I believe in Vietnam we have one homeroom teacher. She would teach pretty much all subjects. Instead of switching classes on blocks or switching teachers.
So the homeroom teacher takes care of the bad behavior.
She takes care of everything, I believe.
Okay, so you guys, this on Google it said dean of students is this, but maybe it's not a good translation. This would be your dean of students in junior high school and high school. He has his own office, and you have to go talk to the dean of students.
Like student council?
Yeah, student council, but there are no students. It's usually a professionally paid guy or a woman, and they like, this is probably the mother, and her son is having problems with his grades or bad behavior or skipping class. So they have to go and have a serious talk with this guy. He's the dean of students. Yeah, they can be pretty strict, but some of them can be really helpful. Hello, who said hello? Who is that? Christine?
In my school,
yeah.
We will have student council.
Yeah.
And I am one of the student councils.
Now, Chloe, do the teachers sometimes ask the student council to talk about bad behavior or talking in class or being lazy, like serious topics?
Now we go, like all the student council, the people in each class will be chosen, and then we'll go downstairs to one of our cafes, and then we'll talk about how to change the school and how to change the school and make the school better. Like that.
Okay. So yeah, it's serious topics, how to make the school better. That was one of the topics we used early in debate and writing classes. Some students didn't like their school lunch. Other students thought the computer room was terrible. And the third one was they thought the playgrounds were too small. So we could actually finish that topic, how to make your school better. That can be the topic for Monday. I think Monday is our last class. Is that true, Ben? Monday will be our class number 10?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So
that's our final class.
Yeah, so on Monday next week, it is Monday, June, July 1st, is it? Monday, yeah. July 1st, we can finish our final debate, how to make our school better. And that's what Chloe is saying, the school tries to make it better. Okay, let's try some more. Ben, can you read this last part, the debate for today?
Oh, sure. The debate for today then is to argue for and against the influence of your classmates, of your peer group. The phrase peer pressure is used mostly in negative way. On a negative team, you can argue against the proposition or idea that peers are always a good influence on students. On the other hand, if you do not see much of a problem, then you can, of course, argue the affirmative side with a statement such as our team advocate for the benefits of peer influences. Let's brainstorm together things, idea that we can debate in class, and I'll take notes. Then you can use these notes in your 1 or 2 minutes debate responses. Let's get started. A dean of student discussing something with a boy and his mom. It could be bad grades or bad behaviors.
Yeah. And then here's what's happening in these two pictures, you guys.
Bully.
Yeah, bullying. Look at these bad girls and she's really hurt. And then this boy, what do you think this boy?
Which boy? Oh, that boy?
Yeah.
Manga, anime.
It's from manga anime. In fact, the original picture has Vietnamese. I don't know what it is. I would go to Yahoo, but it keeps, when I go to Yahoo, it knocks me out of Zoom, you guys. I don't know why. But the original thing had Vietnamese here. But how do you describe this boy?
Lonely.
Lonely, yeah. Do you think he's having a good time in secondary school or bad time?
Bad.
I don't think he's
Still a bad time.
I like his jacket though. He looks kind of like an art boy. It's kind of cool. Cool haircut too, by the way. Or maybe his girlfriend left him, you guys. What do you see in this picture?
A graduation.
Yeah. Was she successful?
Yes. I think so.
And she's hugging her friend who's a guy. They, could be just good friends, not boyfriend, girlfriend. But do you think they helped each other? Good peer group pressure?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good peer influence. Okay,
Mr.
What?
I see her ring. I see her ring.
You see her ring? Yeah. Do you think she has a boyfriend?
Wait, or even a thingy.
There's not a ring thing.
It could be just like a boyfriend-girlfriend ring, Yeah.
It's on your right, and it's on the right finger.
Unless she's from college, right? So you guys, here's two phrases: advantages of peer influences and disadvantages of peer influences. Ben, would you like to try a breakout room with everybody, and you can do good things equals advantages, disadvantages are bad things about peer influences. So let's see, the number of students we have today is 14 students, so 7 and 7. And let's do Jenny and Ben, if you can lead a group discussion, a peer discussion, as we say, right? And let's see what we have. The breakout rooms. Okay, the breakout rooms. We'll do just one room, and then I will stay in the main room. And you can tell us good things about influences from your friends versus bad things about influences. And we'll discuss it for about 15 minutes. So you can really discuss this in depth. And of course, I will ask you many questions. All right, here we go.
Can I stay in?
Yeah, who wants to stay in the main room? Is that Chloe? Who else do we have?
Christina.
Christina, all right, you can stay with me. And then William, if you want to stay with me. Let's put Miss Chloe in my room, in the main room. Hey, why does it say one room? All right. Chloe, I'm trying to get you in the main room with Christina. You guys are my two really good talkers. Mr. William is doing a great job too. And then we have Miss Deanna. I haven't heard from Deanna today. I hope her microphone is okay.
Mama, where are you?
And we have Rose from Dong Nai. Let's go to Rose from Dong Nai. All right, so I think we have 7 people already. Let's take a look. We have Momo, William,
Teacher.
William, what's going on?
You'll take me in the breakout room to hear.
You want to go to the breakout room? All right. William, we're going to send you to the breakout room with Mr. Ben.
No.
And he's going to be really mean to you. No, he's a great guy. Ben is a nice guy. I shouldn't say that. All right. And Rose from Dong Nai, how are you? I didn't ask you so many questions. And Hui Fook and Deanna. So let's start with you guys. Rose, how are you today?
I'm good.
Rose, can you tell us good things about group, being in a group, versus bad things? That's the positive and the negative. I'll put your answers in the lesson notes for today. Okay. So advantages equal good things. So Rose, can you tell me advantages?
Can you repeat the question, please?
Okay, so peer influences are the influences you and the other students have on each other in school. Can you think of good things and bad things about group influence on people?
I think that we can have motivations, like we can have good impact on the other student will help you to doing homework, to solve problems, and can when we teamwork, we can help each other and share the ideas.
All right. What classes do you think that works best in?
I don't listen clearly.
Can somebody help? We have Chloe. What did you say before? Is it reading or math or artwork where you and your friend Emma help each other?
We do writing.
Writing together, okay. And that's Chloe. And then Chloe, you said, I do most of the work. Is that true? I do most of the work and she copies. But Chloe, do you think copying is okay sometimes? Yeah, I'll show you guys an example of that. Because, in Italy 500 years ago, the young students had to copy everything the master did, like Michelangelo. He was a great master and many others. And the students couldn't touch anything, do any of their own work. They had to copy for like 12 years. They started when they were like 12 years old. It wasn't until age 25, the master would give them like a chisel and say, okay, you can make your own statue with your own idea. And so that was all copying. They copied until they got better. It's kind of interesting. Christina, good things about classmate pressure, influence, or bad things?
Good. I went to the museum in Shanghai, and I went and I saw Mona Lisa.
Yeah.
And then by the students copying from Leonardo da Vinci.
Yeah, see, that's copying a great master, and then hopefully you start to learn his skills. But last Wednesday we were talking about individual work. Can you then become an individual painter using your own unique style? So that's what our discussion was. Yeah. Christina, what were you going to say about the good things or the bad things?
Good things and bad things of what?
The influence of your friends on your schoolwork.
Okay, good things.
Tell me some good things, Christina. These are called advantages, by the way, everybody. Advantages.
They actually play with us when we're very lonely.
Okay. Good peer influence.
They also can help us in homework.
When you do the homework, do you do it together in class or do you contact each other online?
Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't.
Online?
No, offline.
Offline. And so do you do that at someone's house or do you go to the library?
We do it at class.
Oh, in class. Okay. We do this in class. When I was a teenager, we would go to the library, the school library, and we would sit around tables and help each other. But we had to be like a focused student to do that, Christina, because sometimes the students start talking too much in the library and the librarian gets angry.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so that's a problem.
In my class, sometimes we took a test in us ancestor too. Everyone is someone is copy the test of those, and the teachers says don't copy, and they is still copy, and the teacher is give them into a waiting room in the school.
And then to a waiting room. Now, William, if you catch these kids who keep copying and copying, do you think they're a bad influence on other students?
It's yes.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah. Do you know, William, this is interesting because yeah. Go ahead, Chloe.
In my class.
Sometimes.
All right, go ahead, Chloe.
In my class, if we have a test, and then if someone talks only a little bit, or they whisper, or they stand up to go to other people's table, they get 0.
Oh, so if you're caught whispering and you get sent to another table, you'll get 0 for your class.
They get 0. They don't, even though they get all correct, they get 0.
Wow, 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 wow. So the teacher says, even if you're talking. So yeah, they're whispering answers.
Sometimes
you go to the teacher's table, and then you sit there and you do the test there. Chloe, you're lagging.
Yeah. Chloe, you're breaking up. The voice is having problems. Christina, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, yes. Chloe, your Wi-Fi connection was a little bit . So I heard that if the teacher catches you talking, you get sent to the teacher's table and get a 0 for the day. So this is supposed to be like a bad influence on other students, and the teacher corrects the problem, I guess.
In my class, sometimes some of my friends copy in my test. The teacher is give me in another table to do the test. They don't want anyone to look at my test.
Are they copying your work, William?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, so you're a good student. That's why they're copying you? Hey, William, do you cover your answers and say, don't copy?
No.
You should. You should cover your test and say, don't copy, because you might get in trouble for it. Yeah, because then the teacher might say, you're giving the answers, William. So you have to be careful with that, right?
Brandon?
And then, yeah.
Only my teacher, only my teacher in the school, in my class, says you need to give them some answer to they do, but another teacher doesn't want it.
All right. Someone wanted to add something. Was that Christina or Rose or Momo? Momo, where are you? Hey, Momo, how is your school? Do you have any students who have some bad behavior?
Yes, I have 2 in my class.
Okay, what do they do?
One student is reported to the principal over 5 times.
Wow. Yeah. So this is what's called a problem student.
And one guy he always cries in class.
Oh, that's sad.
And he just shouts something he just shouts blah, blah, blah. When something doesn't go as his plan. And
so he just goes blah, 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 blah.
It's like, I think he's like this, right, Momo? Teacher, they don't do what I say, like that, right?
Oh, no, Christina, are you in the same school as Momo?
Nah.
No. Nah.
He just shouts blah, blah, blah. And the student who reported to the principal they are enemies, and the student is reported to the principal always take the tray and want to attack him. And the another guy always fight again. If they just say back and he just fight again.
Wow. So these are the two bad boys?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Momo, thanks for telling us that, because then you have to think their behavior is really bad. Do most of the students think it's bad behavior, or do some students think, oh, it's kind of cool behavior?
All the students it's like it's almost the school knows the student who is reported to the principal.
Okay.
Because
Almost the whole.
yes.
Oh God.
Yeah. Serious stuff. Wow.
Momo, which school are you in?
What school?
Momo?
I'm
Are you in an international school or? Yeah.
Not really.
Trường Công.
Is it
Wait.
Momo?
Momo, what city are you in?
Hanoi.
Hanoi.
Oh, Hanoi. Okay, so yeah, you're not in my school. Not in my school, of course. I'm in Ho Chi Minh City.
Okay.
My
All
school
right,
is
Momo,
East School.
Yeah, you just have a couple of bad boys. What teachers, with the really bad students, teachers get a little upset or worry that their influence is going to spread. So I was teaching in a Japanese high school where one boy's behavior was unbelievably bad. So
What
when
did
he
you do?
it was
In my
just
class,
terrible.
in my class has boy, they have some stress. They don't study all the year, and in the test summer they copy another student.
Well, at least they copy and try to finish the work. There were some students who just refused to do any work in some of the schools where I was teaching. They just don't do the work. Yeah.
He is bigger than me 1 year, but now he in my class.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. He was supposed to go to the higher class, but then they kept him back in the class.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys know teachers can do that too, and principals?
Yes, I know.
It's kind of serious. Yeah.
He stay in class in grade 2 year.
Yeah. So this is how they try to correct the problem, you guys. You know, you say you can't go forward. You have to stay here 2 years. It sounds like he has psychological problems, William, like some bad thinking, you know, that's kind of serious stuff though. Let's check with, yeah. Hey, Deanna, are you here? And David, can you guys add to our discussion? We have about 5 more minutes. David, what do you think of all of this? From your homework, I can see you're a good thinker, David. So David, talk to us. David?
Yeah.
Hey, David, you've been listening to this discussion. Would you like to say anything about good behavior, bad behavior, and its effect on other students?
Yeah, I think I got no points.
Okay.
And at my school, there is one guy that he is very bad.
Yeah.
He always flexing in front of us, and his study is really bad.
David, you said flexing like showing his muscles flexing?
No, he says he is strong and he's handsome, kind of stuff.
Wow.
Does he
In
start
the fact, he doesn't. In the fact, he doesn't.
He doesn't look good and he's not so strong. David, do you think he's a negative influence or positive influence on the other students?
He is strongly negative.
Strongly negative. Good response, David. So that's what today's discussion is. You know, if the behavior is so bad, can it stop the class from working together as a team? If the behavior is so bad, that's something we really have to think about. All right. Nice work, David. Deanna, are you there? I want everyone to have a chance to speak today. Hello, Deanna.
I'm here.
Deanna, what do you think of this discussion? Because you've described your school before and it sounds like a really nice school. Do you have any behavior problems with bad kids or?
Yeah, my school have a bunch of bad kids.
Oh, okay. What kind of behavior is it, Deanna?
They think like they are richer than other students.
Rich?
Yeah, rich, more money, more power, nice things, nice
And
house.
they think like they can be
The leader?
more
Huh. That's
um
interesting, Deanna, because Vietnam is a socialist, equal, all people are equal system, right? So I find that kind of shocking.
In my class has a naughty student. When teacher go out the class, they threw her computer in the ground.
Oh, see, that's the super bad stuff, William. Yeah, that's when I told you about my two friends in primary. They, by middle school and secondary, their behavior got worse and worse and worse, like throwing computers out windows, right? And
And
yeah.
one time he threw a rock into the TV.
Yeah, threw a rock into the TV. Do you know what? Well, that's called ADHD. You guys, do you know what ADHD? It's that hyper behavior that's really out of control behavior. And I'll put it in chat. It's called ADHD. It's called hyperactive. Hyperactive.
Can you read that again?
Yeah. Here's attention deficit hyperactive disorder. Attention deficit means you.
That guy's just destroying the school stuff.
It's true. Sometimes they make you pay for it, Momo. In American high schools, they call the police. You guys, ADHD, it's a serious problem. It sounds like some of you guys are describing ADHD. So let me show you this one. It's probably going to have like a big Vietnamese word. So I apologize for that, but hyperactive.
I think he has some stress in his brain.
Yeah, stress in his brain. The brain can't tell the bad part to stop. So they actually have medicine for that. Let me show you guys. It's a big word, but maybe
hyperactive disorder.
And then in Vietnamese.
Rối loạn tâm động.
Yeah, does that make sense? Yeah, do you know it?
Rối loạn tăng động.
Yeah, Fiona knows it. Yeah.
Rối loạn tâm động.
Yeah. And then if you know that one, you guys are good. Attention deficit disorder. Okay, let's try this one too.
Mr. Brandon.
It's just someone who can't focus on their lessons. They just can't focus on their lessons.
One in my class is cannot focus in the class.
Yeah, they're moving around, they're hyper. That's why I asked you guys about eating too much sugar in our first debate. It was this class or another class. Yes.
Sometimes he go to a toilet and he go around school three times.
Just walking around the school?
Mr. David?
Yeah, Christina or Chloe?
It's me. Hello.
Who is it? Oh, you both said it's me. Chloe, go ahead. You can talk first, then Christina.
In my friend's class, there are two bad kids, one boy and one girl. They're out of their
minds. Okay.
Because sometimes, like, the girl, Kathy, and the boy's named Rolai. He won our spelling bee. He won the spelling bee last year, so he got to go up to. He skipped year 3 and went up to year 4. But he's he's crazy, but it means like he's smart, but he's not very nice.
Because
bad words sometimes.
Yeah.
He does the middle and the bad words. He also had a girlfriend in my class named Star.
You're so young.
He's only like 10. Look, 8
8 years
he's
old.
8, and They broke up because his Rolai, he kicked his girlfriend, and then now they broke up, and now he has a girlfriend named Maya in year 4.
Maya. That's a nice name. All right, you guys, we have to stop the breakout room because I have to check with Mr. Ben to see how the other team did. And you guys did amazing. Yes, Christina, go ahead. You can keep talking.
Did you get my picture yet? Did you get
I did. We have a kangaroo or a wallaby. We have another animal in a tree.
A red panda too.
A red panda. You love these animals?
I took a photo of them.
Oh, these are your own photographs?
Yes, it's real. It's real.
Why don't you let everybody see? You just sent them to me. Let everybody see your nice photos before we finish. I'm going to just check with Mr. Ben.
Teacher.
Yes, please.
My leader in my class is I think she is crazy. She always hit all my friends in the class.
Oh my gosh. See, I don't mean to laugh, but William, you guys are so funny. You said he's crazy. And then Chloe said he's out of his mind. So Ben, we were discussing these kids. They're really intelligent, but they have no social control. They said their behavior is so bad, but they're also really good students, like the top of the class, but their behavior is terrible. So I thought this was an interesting combination.
The leader in my class is really intelligent. Really smart. He or she is
intelligent.
Good leader. But
the behavior
this
isn't
year,
so good.
But this year she is hit all the students in the class.
He's the what?
Hit.
What?
Hit.
Oh, he hits. Okay, yeah, that's an aggressive kid who's also intelligent. So you guys are describing some like serious problems. Can you put that in your debate? Try to use, you guys are really feel strongly about this topic of students who are really good students, but they also have behavior problems. There's this one, teachers call this divergent behavior. It's like the teachers are trying to get the students to focus to do the assignment, but their behavior is kind of like crazy and all over the place. It's called divergent behavior, but it's difficult for teachers because those students might also be really good athletes, really good artists, really good math or science students, right? So this can get really confusing. Chloe, go ahead. We have a few minutes.
So
oh, wait, Chloe, talking. Chloe.
Year 4, Cassie.
Yeah.
She sometimes she chokes other people, and then she has to. She did that to me one time, and I had to run away from her. She runs so fast. Luckily, she never got me because I climbed up the monkey bars, and then she could not get me. So she was like so angry, and then she chased after me, and her friends chased after her, and then they tried to stop her, but then I ran away, and then
Chloe, tell the teacher or tell your mother about that quickly, because choking other people around the neck is really dangerous. You can really hurt them. And so, yeah, choking is no good, you guys. You don't want choking. Okay, you guys ready for the homework topic? Advantages of peer influences are good things. Disadvantages, that's kind of easy. You don't have to discuss all the bad behavior. You just discuss what behavior helps your fellow students to succeed. Again, this is strongly connected to teamwork. And then remember, we were talking about individuals, but sometimes the individuals are at the top of the class, but their behavior is really bad. And we have a tradition of that in America. There were these boys and women, girls in high school, their behavior was so bad, but then they became famous writers. And yes, and then you can read their life stories are shocking, the things they used to do. I won't talk about them here, but even they became so famous that they would go back and talk to their high school teachers, and they would say, yeah, he was a quiet boy, but one time we caught him doing this and we were really shocked that he did that. So sometimes like super intelligent people just kind of have some serious problems, all right? And the problem is, in some high schools, they think kids are really cool. Like I showed you my friend Jim, they thought this guy was really dangerous, but he was super intelligent. So the history teachers loved to debate with him about serious topics. They said, oh, Yeah, he's not just dirty looking and strange looking. This guy actually is really intelligent. And here's the thing, Chloe is on the student council. Jim became the president of the student council. The students all like, yeah. So some students were saying Jim is a terrible influence, but the students elected him the president of the student council, and he was kind of an interesting president of the student council. Usually they have a Saturday in October when the weather in Chicago is getting colder, where the students have a car wash and people from all over the city can bring their cars and the students hand wash the cars for $5. And then the $5 from every car makes a lot of money. If you do 200 cars in one day, you can make $1,000 for the school treasury. And so usually they use the money to for a dance or the decoration. And Jim said, let's give it to poor people. And the high school teachers were like, yay, we're teaching the kids good things. But then all the parents and students were really angry, saying, why are you going to give $1,000 to poor people? That's the way Jim is. And he's a college professor now, you guys. So
cool.
Yeah. So let's think about this for our debate topic. Advantages and disadvantages of classmate influences on you. How does that sound? You like that?
Both, or do we do one?
Good question, Ben. Do you want to have the choice? You can argue good things and bad things, or you can argue all good things, or you can argue all bad things. So for example, Momo had these shocking stories about some bad kids. So did William. So if you guys want to...
What is the homework, teacher?
So disadvantages of bad influences in class, William, or what Ben said, Ben's perspective, there are good kids and bad kids. But the question is, do they really influence the other students, or do the other students all think they're crazy, so they have no influence? You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So can you give me 1 minute speaking on that topic? Arguing for...
We record it.
Yeah, you can record it because you guys do a good job on your recordings. Your voices are getting louder. Your points are getting more clear. And when you guys record it with your voice, I don't hear any copying from Google. These are like your own ideas coming out of your head. And you guys are getting really good at that. And so that's what we want in debate, that you can sit there, listen, and then give a quick reaction, right? So you're doing everything really well. Yeah. All right. So shall we say goodbye, everybody?
Goodbye, teacher.
I believe
next. And then I'm going to put the homework in yellow so you can see it, okay?
Mr. Brandon?
Yes.
Goodbye, teacher.
Bye-bye.
Christina, I believe next class
Mr. Brandon?
session is going to be the final one, right?
Yeah, Monday. So that's why this is a good final discussion, you guys.
Mr. Brandon?
Yes, Christina.
I just put the photos on chat.
Okay, yeah, check the photos. Christina left you some beautiful photos of her trip to the zoo. And she made
in Australia.
Australia, okay. And she made friends with all the animals that she likes. And she says these animals have a positive influence. So Christina, for you.
Brandon?
Yes, Christina.
I saw white kangaroos and I actually touched them. I petted them.
Oh, that's pretty cool. They say they might give you good luck if you touch a white animal like that. I don't know. You guys want to just keep talking.
Wait, is it now you're touching Goose?
Yeah.
No, I didn't touch a goose.
All right. Now listen, we have to say goodbye because the last teacher she'll stop our lesson because they have to teach at 12 o'clock. It's 10 o'clock in Vietnam. They have to teach another lesson, okay, using the Zoom account. So I'm sorry about that, but we have to finish quickly. Otherwise, we'll just cut out and I don't have a chance to say goodbye to you. So I will say goodbye. Thanks for your great ideas. Chloe, also, Jenny, you guys were great discussion people today. Ben and Jenny, thank you for leading the group. Christina, thank you. Rose, Bao Chao, thank you. And Fook, thank you very much. And I will see you on Monday, our last day. Have a great weekend.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye, you guys. See you and have a safe weekend, okay? It's